What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog. Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom. What you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
John J. and Rich. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. Website, johnjrich.com, but don't go to the website. It doesn't look very good.
What?
We were talking about it yesterday. Rich and I were going on and go, boy, our website looks like a disaster.
It seems like nobody's visited it to change it up in several years now.
Let's just go to our Instagram.
So just go to our Instagram, go to our social media, everything that's at John J. and Rich. You can also text us, text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. I had something kind of cool happen this morning. I'm going to, so our coffee machine here at work, we have two coffee machines. The last couple days, they've either both been broken or one's been broken, and then they ran out of espresso, right? So I usually have like a cup of coffee with maybe an espresso shot. So this morning I thought, remember I used to go to Starbucks all the time in the morning before I go. And they used to open at 3:30 in the morning, and then they moved to 6 in the morning, and then there's no consistency when they open. So I was driving by this morning, and I went to the drive-thru, and it looked like they were open. And I pull up, and there's the, it says order here, and it's like, welcome to Starbucks. I take your order. I was like, yeah, you guys are open. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, we open at 4 now. I'm like, okay, great. So I order my drink, and then I realized that I went to the app, because my wife told me to always pay on the app instead of a cash or credit card. So I go to the app, and I was like, hey, I'm just wondering how many points do I have? And he goes, looks like you got enough for this free coffee.
Hey, now.
Like, bam.
Hey, now.
So I was like, I got a free coffee. It's kind of weird because it's like I know I earned the points because I bought enough to get free coffee.
Yeah.
But there's something about the free coffee that's like, it's a great way to start the day.
It's pretty exciting. Because if you weren't doing the points, you would have still bought the same amount of coffee and not had a free coffee.
Yeah, that's very nice of Starbucks. And then the guy, if you remember, if you don't know, many, many years ago, there was a guy that always had bedhead, and he was always disheveled, and I started talking about him on the air, and his name was Bedhead. This guy had a wonderful smile. He seemed so positive. Like, it was just like positive rays of sunshine all around.
He's probably jacked up on caffeine.
It's my first day. It's my first day. I don't know if I'm going to bring this back into a daily routine.
Oh, you will.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
happening.
think you had such a great experience that it's definitely going to be a part of your
And I'm glad you said that, because I had a great experience. It makes me want to go back. That's how important it is if you're in the service world. That's why when you call here on our show and Nick answers the phone, you will always get, good morning, it's a great day at John J. and Rich.
And when you become a John J. and Rich Rewards member, the points just keep on getting you more things.
We need that. We do.
Every place I go, they ask me if I'm a rewards member now. I'm like, can I just not shop for stuff?
We launched a new podcast last week on Sunday. It's a couples podcast. And the first couple that hosted it was Rich and Stacy, newlyweds, been married for 2 years, and they got into it. And I mean, they didn't get into it, but they got into a relationship, and there's been a lot of positive feedback on that couples podcast. And it drops every Sunday at 10. The first couple, Rich and Stacy. And you can still, you go to wherever you get podcasts, you go to John J. and Rich On Demand, you can hear that podcast. Well, the next podcast that drops this Sunday is Peyton and her boyfriend, Kadeem. How was that?
It was fun. We actually ended up coming back into the studio kind of in the middle of the day. And it was nice. We ended up going to lunch before and just kind of debriefed what we were going to talk about, because I've never sat in front of a microphone with just him or really just anyone and kind of had to like lead a podcast. So that was a new experience for me. And it was fun because my boyfriend Kadeem, he's a very quiet guy. He doesn't talk a lot. I think further into the podcast, he was getting a little bit more comfortable. I had asked him like early on, I was like, why are you being so awkward? He's like, because it's not just you and me. And I'm like, it is just you and me, but it really isn't. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I like a lot of like podcasters sit on couches or get like physically comfortable, because then it opens you up to be more comfortable sounding and reveal more, I think.
Totally. I think so too. And one of the first things that we talked about, we actually had talked about Rich and Stacey, because they did get to do the first podcast. And so I had listened to it, and just Rich is just such a pro. And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, I feel like I need to live up to Rich and Stacey. So this is kind of what we talked about going into the podcast with them.
There's a clip of the podcast up here.
Let me introduce you to the audience. So, Stacey, for those who don't know, I know we've talked about it on this show before, but you have your...
this is the first
correct me if
podcast.
I'm wrong. You have your English masters with an emphasis in writing.
No, that's wrong.
Your favorite color is periwinkle.
That is not true.
Your favorite car is a Honda Accord.
No, it's not.
What is your favorite car?
Why are you saying these things? You know what my favorite car is.
So that's from the first podcast with Rich and Stacey. So the new podcast that comes out this Sunday, trying to find a clip right here, trying to find a clip. And you find it?
No.
Rich's page is different than mine.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't be the first time we've had computer problems.
Also, guys, if you want to see what this looks like behind the scenes, you can go to youtube.com and visit the John Jane Rich page and see what it looks like.
Are you live on YouTube right now?
What?
Are you live on YouTube right now?
No, we're not live, but it'll be up later.
It'll be up later.
Yeah.
This whole fiasco.
Yeah, you'll just see everybody just kind of staring at each other like, what's going on?
I got my new glasses on. I can see things that I don't see. It's up. It's up. It just went up.
Wait. Before you play the clip, though. But Peyton, are you hot right now?
I'm all flustered right now, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And I started off saying, what a great day things are going to be.
It's still going to be a great day. There's a
Never gonna
reason
start
this happened.
Right.
You're
Well-
looking at this all, and there is a reason it happened just this way.
So one of the things, that if you don't know, we do have a YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and search John Jane Rich, follow our channel, you can see all the stuff. Grant posts behind stuff.
If you go to YouTube or if you go to Facebook or a few other places, you can see the whole live show right after it happens, pretty much. So like 9:45, check it out.
So this will be a hoot.
This will be a real hoot.
All right, so here's Peyton and Kadeem, a clip from the podcast that drops this Sunday.
Rich and Stacey had part 1 of this podcast, the first one, and rookie mistake, agreeing for going second, because I feel so awkward. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't do this.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
Dude, this is what I expect.
Of it.
How long is the podcast?
It's like 48 minutes.
Oh, dang.
Okay, so it picks up. There's like you guys.
But that was like seriously like the discomfort like in the very beginning, and it's like you hear Rich and Stacey and they're just professionals over here. So bear with me and Kadeem. It gets fun. We get into some fun relationship stuff. We get into the marriage questions, engagement questions, how we met. So
It sounds to me like you're talking to Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, that was a majority because he, like I said, he's a man of few words.
Yeah, well, that's what I expect, because when we go out with you, it's you chatting away, and Kadeem every now and then will pop in with he's like, you're hype.
Is it 38 minutes of Peyton and 4 minutes of Kadeem?
No, he gets into some fun stuff.
Okay. That's our couples podcast. It drops this Sunday. So find John Jane Rich on demand and you can listen to it, right? You can right now listen to Rich and Stacey, which is a great podcast, or just enjoy this podcast right now. John Jane Rich.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.